This course is based in part on my take on acceptance commitment therapy, or ACT for short. I've also added in lots of different techniques and skills that I've learned over the years for dealing with OCD and anxiety. To know more about acceptance commitment therapy, I really recommend that you check out the book The Happiness Trap by Russ Harris, because it really goes into detail about acceptance commitment therapy and how it can really help you with your anxiety and OCD. So it's something to help you along with the course, so I really recommend that. Now, ACT was developed by Stephen Hayes in the 1980s. It's a type of cognitive behavioural therapy blended with mindfulness. Now, the word mindfulness, again, is one of those words that's kind of really overused. And the way I want you to think about it, though, is try not to think about it as a spiritual thing, unless you really want to. That's fine, obviously. But try to focus on it like this. It's a tool, and it's a way of helping us to come into the present moment. Because when we're in the present, obviously it's much harder for us to focus on obsessions and to worry about things too much. And the other thing with mindfulness is that it really helps us to identify thoughts that are helpful or unhelpful. And if they're unhelpful, it really helps us to unhook from those thoughts. So try to think about it like that. I came across ACT in my 20s, and obviously at that time, particularly throughout my 20s, early 20s and coming into my late 20s, I was really struggling. And then I came across the work of Jon Kabat-Zinn, who's kind of known as like the godfather of mindfulness. And I started to do meditation, and I started to find out about mindfulness skills in general. And then I came across ACT, and ACT really was a game changer. It made so much sense to me, and I started to apply it to my OCD and anxiety, and I saw a huge change, like almost, after just a few weeks. It really did help me a lot. Now, ACT works by helping you to identify negative thought patterns, okay, that are often based around avoidance. Because with OCD, we tend to kind of have thoughts that we really don't want to have, and we're trying to kind of, push away those thoughts or not experience them in any way that we can. And so we perform compulsions to kind of deal with the anxiety that we have about them. And ACT helps us to identify what those negative patterns are and gives us the skills to stop kind of avoiding those things. And when we keep applying the skills, it really does make a huge difference. Okay, now coming back to the acronym of ACT, we're going to take each part of the acronym and have a bit more of a look at it to see exactly what it means.